The Netherlands are in need of one more big performance. So much at stake and all outcomes plausible. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So they need a win. They need a win to get them over the line.
Well, Peter, the question that comes to mind is how much do they want it? These players know that this could be the gateway for bigger things. Progression, for starters, brings greater financial reward. It increases the brand power and can enhance the whole business side of things. Individual player profile elevation is also a huge incentive. Careers can be catapulted from this. It's worth remembering.
We are just getting started. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I think we have a very exciting player, Peter, in the shape of Memphis. A very instinctive attacker whose playing style is often improvised and quite impulsive. Okay, he's been accused in the past of being a bit of a ball hugger, but that's gradually improving, as his assist stats would back up.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Gyökeres gets into a good position. They get a throw in. Opts for safety. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Isak goes down, but nothing given. Now that looks a decent ball. Dumfries. Now it's Simons. Approaching the half-hour mark.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Shot could be on. Isak! Goal, Sweden! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
33 minutes is number 9.
Sweden have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Gakpo driving forward. Memphis Depay.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Ake. And it's Denzel Dumfries. Victory now would mean so much. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Shoots! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Gravenberg.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. The Netherlands trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And we are back on the way.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave.
It's Memphis Depay! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Terrific effort! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
The Netherlands still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Engages and forces him off the ball. Lovely ball, decent chance! And a goal! The Netherlands are level. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Memphis! Substitution in progress.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Goodmanson. Van der Ven does well to get it back. No foul, says the referee. Memphis Depay gets on his bike and on the move. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, that's fabulous. And he shoots! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Well, what about it? The Netherlands have come back from the very brink. And here's Depay. Isaac given the lift of his goal. 75 minutes played. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Substitution for Netherlands. Number 10.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 11, Gakpo. Coming on the field, number 9, Brave. Number 18,
That pass isn't the best.
Mullen.
Nicely weighted ball. He's picked his way through.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, what a mistake! Brilliantly cut out. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
That has ended up in no man's land. Van Dijk.
4 added minutes has been
And he's managed to get free. Gyökeres! Ketrauda getting this one clear. Can he get it through? Gyökeres receives it in a good position. And that gets things running. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. And it's Denzel Dumfries. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gyökeres. Chance, surely! Goal, Sweden! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Number 25.
The Netherlands finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Dumfries. Gravenberg. And here's Depay. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Isaac. Hertrauda. Aimed beyond the defence. Xavi Simons finds himself offside. Pass somewhat off target. The Netherlands are behind here despite their domination of possession. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, sweet feet. Great ball and he's in here. Isaac.
The Netherlands really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
He's got away. Great chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he has absolutely drilled that.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
The Netherlands have the chance to go the other way. And he's running through. Xavi Simons picks it up out wide. He's free, he has got space. Big chance! We've got a goal! And he is away! The launch of a brand new hero. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Number 11, Gakpo.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Goodmanson. Just eases him off the ball. Memphis Depay. The muscular approach does pay off here. Gyökeres. Ake. And it's Denzel Dumfries. That's a good foray he's making. Now it's Simons. Gakpo. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's really well manoeuvred. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Now it's Simons. And here's De Jong. And it's Gravenberg. Out towards the flank. And the return pass.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
We are into stoppage time. And it's made its way to him. Now he's running away. And the shot! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
The Netherlands really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. Back on the way then. Lindelof kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Simons, nicely spread. Dumfries. Hangs in a cross. Gyökeres. Spread to the right. Oh, nicely intercepted. Hertrauda. De Jong. Simons. Now it's Memphis Depay. Elanga. Gyökeres, who's set up one goal so far. Gakpo.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
De Jong. He's in a great position here. Isak. Gakpo. Now Memphis Depay. Now it's Simons. And here's Dumfries. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
Substitution for Netherlands. Number 10.
Well, the two
Memphis.
coaches are signalling
Coming on the
changes
field
here, both
is
at the same time.
Number 9. Brave. Substitutions taking place.
Oh, good effort! That's a fair try, but just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Bergveld. Isak. Now, can they get him away? Bergveld is wide and looking to get onto this. And the shot! And that's a real chance missed.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
And he can clear it away. The Netherlands are looking to go forward now.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
This is a promising build-up. Looking to play him in. Can he finish? He lifts the roof! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Sweden look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter...
So off we go then. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Gakpo. And it's Gravenberch. This is De Jong. Now it's Memphis Depay. Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Isak. Lindelof. Now Goodmanson. Gyökeres. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Now it's Simons. And this is Depay. Goodmanson calmly anticipates. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Gyökeres. Oh, that's a key interception. Tries to pass it through. And the ball is out of play. Van de Ven. De Jong. And he's been shifted off it. De Jong, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He is through here! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. He's had it taken off him. Turns back here, probably the best option. Lindelof. Now Goodmanson. Elanga. Quick look, thought about cutting inside.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And here's Xavi Simons. Tries one from range. Nearly, but not quite.
Xavi Simons really might have let his reputation get the better of him then. Yes, you can spank one from there, but there are other options, you know.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the finish! Gravenberg. And it's Simons. And that is the end of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So very little to report. Nothing indeed in terms of goals scored.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
Still... Oh, shooting chance! And a neat finish! And we have liftoff! Simplicity itself.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Van de Ven. And Gravenberg. That's a good ball out wide. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Isaac. Gravenberg. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Simons. And here's Dumfries. He's shifting through the gears here.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now. Tries a shot!
Gyökeres really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Van de Ven. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
And it's Simons. Gravenberg. It's a pretty loose pass. Gyökeres. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Trauder. Knocks it into space. Picked out brilliantly. Shot a goal! And he's stuck it away. And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
Sweden are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Simons. That's good running with the ball. And here's Depay. And here's De Jong. Gyökeres.
Two added minutes
Oh,
have
good
been
spread.
indicated.
Van der Ven gets across to intercept that. Well, we're on the way. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Not the most accurate pass. Good ball, good take. Over to the right flank.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
There will be a throw-in. And it's Gravenberch. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Elanga. Goodmanson. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. De Jong running with the ball.
Memphis Depay clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Bergvall. Now this could be a... He's had a shot! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Van der Ven. Gravenberch. And it's Simons. Xavi Simons will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Goes for a shot! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Sweden really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Oh, that's a key interception. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. And that's going to be a booking. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. He has found the way through. Can he finish? Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
That's a lovely, neat pass. And now they can spring out of defence. De Jong.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Dumfries. He is through here. That's the end of the first 45. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And so the action is resumed. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Now it's Simons.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And it's been given away. Isak. Gyökeres. Tries to play it through. And there's green grass ahead of him. Chance for a shot! Gakpo. Memphis Depay. And Hertrauda. That has not gone well. Elanga. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Gravenberg. De Jong. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Isak. Ake does really well to win the ball there. Gakpo. He's having a shot! Oh, it's gone in! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
The Netherlands have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
That's the way you go about things if you want to qualify. It's superb.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Nice interception, well timed. Bergveld. The Netherlands leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Ake. Played out to the left flank. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Gakpo.
There will be
And
one
he's intervened
minute
well
at a
there.
time.
Bergveld. There's the whistle, and here we go. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Van Dijk gets a foot in here. De Jong. Well, that pass isn't the best. Great vision. Well, played right into his path. Dumfries. De Jong. Looking for the run. Shapes to shoot! De Jong. And it's Simons. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Elanga. Looking for options for movement. Oh, super ball! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Can he get on the end of this? It's a promising position. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Dumfries. Gravenberg. Now it's Simons. And it's Memphis Depay. Now Gakpo. Now it's Memphis Depay. And he's in on goal! Isak. And the pass is intercepted. De Jong. Now it's Memphis Depay. Spread out to the left, and he's quick to return it. And here's De Jong. Threads one in. Out of play for a goal kick. Bergvall. Isak. Van de Ven. De Jong. And here's Xavi Simons. Lindelof wins the duel this time.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's a sharp little ball here. And the referee says that is that for the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So straight into the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes.
Chance! It's a goal! The first significant strike. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
There's the shot! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
The Netherlands restore parity.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Isak. Pressure coming in from all directions. Hertrauda. And it's De Jong. And Gravenberg. Gyökeres. He's beaten the last man. Van de Ven. Gakpo. And it's De Jong. Elanga. Gyökeres. And that's been won straight back. Gravenberg running with intent. Dumfries. Elanga. De Jong. Goodmanson. To Elanga. Gyökeres. He's got away. Gyökeres was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
That's good play. Tries to play it through. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, that's fabulous. Gyökeres. Bullish header! And how did he not put that away? Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Xavi Simons powering forward here. Memphis Depay bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Simons. So it's down to business here. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. De Jong. Lindelof cuts it out. He's on it, can he get away? Van de Ven. And it's Gravenberch. De Jong. Bergvall cuts out the pass. Isaac. Bergvall looking to hit the byline here. Ake spots it and intercepts. Gravenberch. Driving on and making good progress. De Jong. Good purposeful running this. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Elanga. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Looking tidy in possession here. And claimed it back swiftly.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Simons. He's in a good position. Real chance! Goal, the Netherlands! And there is your opener. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
After 27 minutes is number 10.
The Netherlands penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, look, you've got to start your qualification process at some stage, Peter, and that goal is takeoff for them.
Hertrauda. Dumfries. Here's Ake. And it's Van Dijk. Van de Ven. Now Gakpo. Van de Ven. And it's Gravenberch. And here's Depay. And here's Xavi Simons. Nice control. Gakpo. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
The Netherlands really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Gakpo. Now Simons. And here's Gakpo. And he's there to belt it away. And it's half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. The Netherlands go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
The Netherlands have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Memphis Depay. Now it's Simons. Elanga. Gyökeres. This looks promising. Memphis Depay. Xavi Simons makes a dash for it. Great vision. And a chance! And it's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Number 6, Ake!
The Netherlands are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off their shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Elanga ventures forward. Goodmanson. Now it's Memphis Depay. And the counter is on. Hertrauda. And it's Denzel Dumfries. And it's Gravenberg. Sweden can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And that's a throw-in. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Bergvall receives it in a good position here. Takes a shot! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
And how decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have put the wind in their sails if they were just one down, as opposed to two.
Can he spark a counter here? Gravenberg charging forward, the ball at his feet. Distributed tidily, that's where it came from. Great defending, strong and determined. The final 5 minutes. Bergvall. Lindelof. Not the most accurate pass. He's in a great position here. Now there's a fine ball. It's Memphis Depay! A real chance. There's the whistle. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. And this is Depay, pinches it off him. Memphis Depay, spread it left. Elanga. De Jong. And this is Depay. And here's Gakpo. Xavi Simons is onto this. Elanga. Can he get it through? Simons. Memphis Depay. Isak. And it's Bergvall. First quarter of an hour gone. Isak. Good ball, good take. It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
And here's Depay.
Memphis Depay really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Can he get on the end of this? Dumfries. Gravenberg. This is De Jong. Now it's Memphis Depay. Very nicely done. And the ball's come loose. Oh, what has happened here? Isak. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Isak. Isak plays, gets his head on it! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Oh, he's goal side. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Quality ball. Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught napping. And he has been fouled there. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Verbruggen claims it. Safe hands. Van de Ven. Gravenberg. Dumfries. And that brings the first half to a close. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal. That extra clinical edge.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. The second half is up and running.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Gakpo. Now Van de Ven. And here's Gakpo. And it's Gravenberg. And he's forced to go back. Now Van de Ven. Van Dijk. And here's De Jong. And it's Gravenberg. And it's with the keeper. Verbruggen.
That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
And Hertrauda. De Jong. Xavi Simons. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Turns back here, probably the best option. Oh, terrible pass. Oh, he's bustling through here. Now, this could be a chance. Look at this, and the shot! Goal! is! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Sweden really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
That's the way you go about things if you want to qualify. It's superb.
Van de Ven. Gravenberg. And it's De Jong. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Oh, nice touch. Trauder. And here's Xavi Simons. Simons! And that really should have been that.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
And we have our very first corner. Goodmanson tries to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's made its way to him. Gyökeres couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Goodmanson. Could be danger here. He's shifting through the gears here.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, strongly challenged there. And we're underway. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Simons. Elanga. Opts for safety. Goodmanson. Goodmanson makes a move down the right. He's picked his way through. Forced to go back. There's the shot! And how good was that? About as smooth as it gets. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
The Netherlands are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Nice sequence of passes, this. It's Memphis Depay! And he scores! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
After 15 minutes is...
Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Memphis!
So they have it all to do again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Isak. A header! Off the post. Goal, Sweden! Into the lead once more. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Sweden with the lead. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Memphis Depay showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. De Jong. And Gravenberg. And it's Simons. That's a good ball out wide. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gyökeres. Gravenberg. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Memphis Depay has given away a free kick. Van de Ven. Gravenberg. Now it's Memphis Depay. Played out to the left flank. Isak. Gyökeres. It's a really well-measured ball. Gravenberg. Van de Ven.
Two
Van
added
Dijk.
minutes has been indicated.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. And here's Depay. That has been slung wide. Stood up well to him there. And the whistle goes for half-time. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position.
Chance for a shot! And he's found the net! It's level again! What a match we have!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
The Netherlands dragged themselves back again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
He's under a lot of pressure there. Now it's Memphis Depay. Elanga. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Van Dijk. Van de Ven. And it's Gravenberg. And Ake. Geertruida. Gravenberg being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, he's had so much room to operate in. He's been running the show, but maybe the curtain's about to come down on him.
De Jong, over to the right flank. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Isak. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Gakpo. Elanga. Gyökeres. And he's had it nicked away. Elanga. Goodmanson has it in a wide position. Elanga. Gakpo.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Simons. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's on it, can he get away? Verbruggen sends that a long way. Gakpo getting forward. And it's Memphis Depay. And here's Xavi Simons. Played out towards the right wing. Dumfries tries across.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Always onto this. Well, he's ended up in no man's land.
There will be 1 minute
And he's managed to
added
get
time.
free.